Mr. Marc Farner, right?
Right on.
Welcome. Thank you for being
Good
here,
to be
man.
back, brother.
And it's good to have you here. Everybody, this is Marc Farner. And you know, I'm going to do some crazy things here. We had some questions that people have been writing here, and I promised them I'll get your questions asked because it's really about what the fans want to know.
All right.
You know,
Ask away, my brother.
We'll ask away. We're going to do all that. In the meantime, I got Marc in the hot seat, and Marc has right here, you got something special out there, Rock and Roll Soul Live 1989. It's on your website. Everybody, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, put your comments down below. Marc is going to answer your questions and tell you what he has on his website for you guys to get right now. It all starts now. All right, everybody. Safety first. Rock and Roll Soul Live 1989. First of all, I want to know about this. Look at the vinyl. What is going on with that? Tell me.
That was a record company called Abi, my manager, and they said, hey, we found this tape, this video from 1989. It was 20 years after Woodstock celebration. They had Chipmunk for the announcer, and they had a great big open field and a nice stage. I mean, they told us they had, and they did. When we got there, they were rocking, man. And the best thing was the audience, man. It's like you can hear in the grooves, as it were. The audience is right there with us. And when I listen to something live, I'm not necessarily interested in how everything was exactly played, just like the record. I'm interested in hearing that audience interaction, brother. And if I can hear that, and I'm hearing the exchange of energy, I'm rocking, man. And they got it going on in this 1989. Yeah, it's live, and it's available 3 ways. Of course, that the vinyl that you held up is splattered black and red vinyl. Then there's a DVD with the visual, and then a CD with all the tunes. There's only 9 tunes on the vinyl, Stefan, because you know those vinyls are limited to how much information they can hold. But there's 15 tunes in all. So my advice is get all 3.
Get all 3, right? Why not?
Yeah.
I was just in New York. Check out who was going, and I mentioned that you're going to be on the show, and then she went crazy on your former bandmate. But here's a picture of her. I just went to one of her showings right here. Do you know this lady?
Oh, yeah. Right. Lynn Goldsmith.
On Bruce Springsteen.
There she is.
Yeah, I was at her gallery, and then we started talking. It was loud, and she was losing her voice. But if you bring up your former band member's name to her, she goes to another dimension called the Twilight Zone.
Well, yeah, bless her heart. She was hurt because she put so much of herself. Anybody puts that much of their self into something, and then they get blindsided. They, you know, me, as you and I have talked, brother, I've had to just let it go because it's better to just let things go. This is not the worst thing that happens in life. You know, it really isn't. And if you learn how to forgive and you know, you never forget. I mean, unless somebody knocks you in the head real hard, but you keep that stuff before you, not to dwell on it, not to boast on it, not to bitch about it. But those are your lessons. That's what you walk with. That's how you take the next step, brother. So I'm enjoying my lessons in life. And no matter what it is, no matter what anybody says, I just say, you know, like I told you, ADIKA, those guys are just off their path. They're just off their path. That don't mean they can, you know, they're just going to keep going. They could just stumble right back onto the path. You never know. Enough prayers go up, enough positive thoughts. Even when somebody says, hell no, I ain't going to do it. Love can overcome hell no.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Marc. Absolutely. So I figured, you know what? The fans have been writing so many things. I figured I made a post that you're coming on the show, and I was going to do the interview total different. Me talking to you. I figured, you know what? They really do matter, and they subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
They want to hear what you have to say. If it's a question or just a comment, I figured for this short time while I have you here, because I'll try to get you back, and hopefully you come back, and we'll
Yeah.
talk more, but I figured I did some screenshots. Some of them are two parts in one, but I'll read it to you and I'll pop it up on the screen. And let's just roll away with it. Let's see what we got here right now. Right here, let's see who this is from. Right here, this is from D. Biassi here, and if I said your name wrong, forgive me. He writes, at any upcoming acoustic shows, would you ever think of playing Rain Keeps Falling?
The rain was falling, but I just couldn't tell.
As a matter of fact, we've actually jammed that at some of the sound checks. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, brother. It just might pop up in there.
There you go. All right. There's an answer for that one. Thank you very much. The Biassi here. Thank you for your posting your comment and sharing it with Mark. Let's see what else we got. Thanks for watching. We will be releasing more clips of Questions with Mark this whole week, so make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified to see your questions posted. Until then, who loves you, baby? We do.